Ever stare at your bank account with that sinking feeling? The bills are due, but payday feels like light years away? You're not alone. Millions of people face that exact scenario every month. That's where apps like Varo come in, promising a financial lifeline. But can Varo truly be your knight in shining armor, or is it just another financial hurdle? Let's break down the nitty-gritty of borrowing money with Varo. First things first, Varo doesn't operate quite like a traditional bank. They call themselves a neobank, meaning they offer many of the same features as a bank: debit cards, mobile banking, and even interest-bearing accounts, but they ditch the physical branches for a completely digital experience. Now, back to the borrowing question. Here's the good news. Varo does offer a feature called Varo Advance that lets you access a small sum of money before your next paycheck hits. It's essentially a short-term loan, but with a twist: there's no interest charged. That's a win compared to credit cards with sky-high APRs. But hold on a second, because here's where things get interesting. Instead of interest, Varo charges a flat fee for the advance. This fee can range from $5 to $30, depending on how much you borrow. So, while it might seem cheaper than credit card interest at first glance, it's important to consider the total amount you're paying back compared to the amount borrowed. Let's say you need a quick $20 to cover groceries until payday. Varo might charge a $5 fee, which means you're essentially paying a 25% interest rate on that $20. Yikes! That can feel a lot steeper when you compare it to a traditional loan with a lower interest rate spread out over a longer repayment period. Another thing to keep in mind is that Varo Advance doesn't exactly shower you with cash. You start with a low limit, typically around $20, and can build your way up to $500 over time by consistently using your Varo account and making on-time repayments. So, is Varo Advance a magic solution for your short-term cash woes? It depends. Here's the skinny. Good for small emergencies. Need to cover a flat tire or a quick trip to the pharmacy. Varo Advance can be a lifesaver, especially if you can't swing it with your current balance. Watch out for fees. Those flat fees can add up quickly, so make sure you truly need the money before hitting that Advance button. Build your limit gradually. Consistent use and on-time payments can unlock a higher borrowing limit, giving you more breathing room in the future. Not a long-term solution. Varo Advance isn't meant to solve chronic financial problems. If you find yourself constantly relying on advances, it might be a sign of a bigger budgeting issue. The final verdict? Varo Advance can be a useful tool in your financial toolbox, but use it wisely. Remember, it's a temporary solution, not a free money machine. There are always cheaper alternatives, like reaching out to a friend or family member for a small loan, or exploring a low-interest credit card with a 0% introductory APR. Just remember to pay it off in full before the interest kicks in. Ultimately, the best way to avoid the need to borrow in the first place is to create a solid budget and stick to it. There are plenty of budgeting apps out there that can help you track your income and expenses, so you can see exactly where your money is going. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.